Hello and welcome to traders and investors, and I'm glad to present you the daily market review prepared by analysts and experts from fx.co portal. Here we go. And we're starting with EURUSD currency pair. Jakub Novak presents. A buy opportunity on the euro may arise if the price reaches around 1.1527. With a target of 1.1548. At 1548, you could plan to exit the market and sell euros in the opposite direction, targeting a 30-35 pip move from the entry point. Growth in the euro can be anticipated only after positive reports. Before buying, make sure that the MACD indicator is above the zero mark and just beginning to rise from it. You could also plan to buy euro today if the price tests 1.1511 twice in session, while the MACD indicator is in an oversold area. This will limit the downside potential of the pair and lead to an upward market reversal. Expect growth toward the opposite levels of 1.1527 and 1548. You could plan to sell the euro once the price reaches 1.1511. The target for the bears will be 1.1485, where you could plan to exit the market and buy immediately in the opposite direction, targeting a 20-25 pip move against the level. Pressure on the pair will return once critical support levels are breached. Before selling, make sure that the MACD indicator is below the zero mark and just beginning to decline from it. You could also plan to sell the euro today if the price tests 1.1527 twice in a row, while the MACD indicator is in an overbought area. This will limit the upward potential of the pair and lead to a market reversal downward. You could expect a decline toward the opposite levels of 1.1511 and 1485. And now it's time for GBPUSD. Let's discuss it with Paulo Greco. The average volatility of the GBPUSD pair of the last 5 trading days amounts to 83 pips. For the pound-dollar pair, this value is considered as average. On Thursday, November 20, we expect movement within the range limited by the levels of 1.2990 and 31.56. The upper channel of the linear regression is downward sloping, but only due to a technical correction on higher timeframes. The CCI technical indicator entered the oversold area for the 5th time, warning of a potential resumption of the upward trend. The GBPUSD currency pair is attempting to resume its upward trend for 2025, and its long-term prospects remain unchanged. Donald Trump's policies will continue to exert pressure on the dollar, so we do not expect the American currency to appreciate. Thus, long positions targeting 1.3306 and 34.28 remain relevant now in the near term, provided the price remains above the moving average line. It's a sign line on a graphic. If the price is below the moving average line, small short positions can be considered with a target of 1.2990 on technical grounds. From time to time, the American currency shows corrections on a global scale, But for a trend to strengthen, it requires tangible signs of the end of the trade war, or other global positive factors. That's all for today. See you online soon.